What's up, Arkey here again with a new video of Shaman PvP, this time with Grounding Totem tips and tricks. Out of all the tools available to Shamans, Grounding Totem is the only one that is completely unique to Shamans. Grounding Totem will absorb one spell before disappearing, but there are a few specific spells you can try grounding that will be a lot more game changing. First of all, I just want to comment about Glyph of Grounding Totem, which increases the cooldown but makes it reflect the absorb spell. Most Shamans don't like it, I don't like it myself. Grounding Totem is meant to be a reliable spell on a short cooldown. By increasing its cooldown, you're basically decreasing your survivability. Anyways, I've tried it before, it was really fun, but it's not competitive. Anyways, let's get to the point. When fighting DKs, there are two very interesting spells you can try grounding. If you root the DK, Ghost Wolf away, and then drop a Grounding Totem once you're a few yards out of melee range, there's a good chance you'll ground his Death Grip. If you can pull that off, then you're in business. You can start kiting him. The other spell you can ground is Mind Freeze. If you don't have room to cast and don't have time to fake cast, then you can just drop a Grounding Totem and immediately start casting. The DK will most likely react to that and Mind Freeze your cast without actually interrupting you, giving you up to 10 seconds of free casting afterwards, depending on the scenario. When fighting mages, you can ground Counterspell and Deep Freeze. Both are a lot harder to ground than Mind Freeze, but you can still try it, just as you would ground a Mind Freeze. The good thing about using grounding against a mage is that most of his spells have a travel time. Even if he uses a quick Ice Lance to get rid of it, your totem should buy you enough time, at least one global where you can hard cast. Be careful though, his pet's Water Bolt and his clones can destroy your totem very easily. If that's the case, then I would recommend using grounding to absorb a Frostbolt and Ice Lance combo when Finger of Frost are up. A very common setup for a mage is to deep freeze you and then cast Frostbolt and Ice Lance. These two spells will hit very hard and can both be grounded with a single totem because they are usually cast at the exact same time. If you're fighting 1 versus 1, go ahead and trick it the deep freeze and just ground the burst. If you're in arena, then just let your partners know you're about to take some big damage and they'll help you out. And don't forget you can also drop Grounding Totem when silenced or locked out of any school. All your totems are considered physical school. Another cool and unusual spell you can ground is Hammer of Justice. A lot of paladins don't really see it coming. I personally just drop it next to me when encountering a paladin. In arena, you might want to wait until he uses his wings. That's when he's most likely going to hodge you. Against hunters, every time he uses Scatter Shot, you should automatically drop your totem. This will usually prevent him from trapping your healer since the trap will be fully absorbed by the totem. If you're playing Resto, you're most likely the trap target, so keep an eye on the hunter. And when he starts running towards you, drop it ASAP. That's because he's about to Scatter Shot you. Against Feral Druids, watch out for the Predator Swiftness buff. This means that he's about to shift out of cat form and instantly cyclone someone. If you time it right, you'll ground a lot of cyclones, but that's kinda hard to keep track of without add-ons. Check out my UI guide for more info on that. As a shaman, since you can decurse, you'll usually be the hex target if there's a shaman in the other team. Your grounding totem has a similar cooldown to hex, so you should be able to ground most if not all the hexes. And if you ever have to kill a grounding totem yourself, I would recommend using a purge, a melee hit, or searing totem if it's already down. And that's all I can think of for now, so keep all that stuff in mind when fighting these classes and try timing your grounding totem to prevent a game-changing spell with a long cooldown. As always, thanks for watching and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more.